Hey y'all. So today I kind of want to just do an update and let y'all know about some of the upcoming projects that I have and different ways that you can partner with them, different ways that you can benefit them, and what they encompass. So, starting out, let's talk about some of the events I have coming up for School of the Empire. So, let me share my screen. All right. So right now we have three courses coming up. This is the schooloftheempire.com website. On May 7th, I'm doing a School of the Prophets. This will be a one-day event. It'll be online through Zoom, where I'm going to go over as much of the prophetic I can in one setting, skipping over all the obvious stuff that many people have already heard about. If you've heard it from John Eckhart, if you've heard it from all these other prophetic leaders, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even going to mention it. Because not only am I a teacher, am I an educator, am I a mystic, but I've also been a consumer of content. And one of the things that I've always hated is pretty much paying money for a course or paying money for a book, and then it's full of stuff that I've heard 9 times before. So that's across the board for School of the Empire. You won't really hear any of this stuff anywhere else. So that's May 7th. That course, I believe, is $50 a person. It's a one-day event, and I'm going to go over the functions of the prophet, the functions of the prophetic, how to walk in your prophetic calling, the operations of how prophecy works, what that can look like, how does that feel, and answer a bunch of questions. So if you're a prophet or if you're a prophetic person, someone looking to stir up their prophetic gifting, this is for you. Following up just a few days later, May 11th, I'm doing an in-person soaking, impartation, and activation meeting in Orange, Texas. Um, this will be a prophetic atmosphere for anyone who wants to participate, anyone who wants to come. You will receive impartation and activation. Whether I pray for you personally or not, the impartation will be in the room, the activation will be in the room. So that's not something you want to miss out on. So if you're in the area or if you want to travel for that, that'll be May 11th, starting at 5 p.m. in Orange, Texas. And then I have another course in July. So you have some time. This will be the weekend, each weekend in July. I believe it's every Sunday night in July. Going from the 7th to the 28th. And this will be me going over Kemetic basics, African spirituality, different metaphysics, different principles, and how to apply those things, actually walking you through the how-tos of engaging with your body on a metaphysical level, engaging the Netaru, engaging uh understanding what the different principles represent, how to actually move in the supernatural, but from that dimension. So, even talking about ancient technology, understanding the Jedi, and things like that. So, if you're interested in any of that, um, please feel free to enroll. That'll be, um, again, that one is uh, July, and then I have the two prophetic events, May 7th and then May 11th. So, just to answer that question, no, you do not have to go through School of the Prophets in order to go to the free event. The Prophetic Awakening is a free event. All you have to do is show up. It's for whoever wants to benefit from it. That one's just community service. So, continuing talking about community service, I'd like to talk about a charity that I'm starting, or that I have started, called God's Garden. Now, the link for this is in the description down below. I started a GoFundMe just to get things started, but this is the vision behind God's Garden. So, when I was a kid, right, and even when my parents and grandparents were younger, just talking about my hometown, there were fruit trees everywhere. There's actually a neighborhood in my hometown called the Pear Orchard. Well, I found out that that's because they used to have pear trees that grew in that area. We used to, I remember growing up, we had pecan trees and they would cover our yards. They were so plentiful that none of us ever thought about monetizing it because they were just regular. So our yards were always full of pecans and things like that. There used to be fences full of blackberries and other berries that walking home from school, you used to be able to eat the fruit off the vines and off the gates and things as you went home. Might not have been the most sanitary, but hey, we live. But um I looked around and realized that all of that stuff is gone. But I also realized that this is the answer to this hunger issue, this world hunger issue. I find it much easier to make food available by replanting all those fruit trees and making it so plentiful that at the very least, homeless people always have something to eat that's healthy and it's free. And that would give people, I always joke and say, everyone hates beggars. You're sitting at the red light at the freeway, and this guy is standing there with his sign. Sometimes you want to give, but sometimes you don't. And you got to try to act like you don't see them out of your peripherals. Well, with this project, I want to make fruit trees so available that it would clear people's conscience, where they would know they have something to eat. Therefore, the community efforts for helping the less fortunate could be focused on things such as getting them some clothes, getting them some shelter, getting them water. But the food issue would be solved. And I'd actually love this to get so widespread that this could take a bill off of the community. One of the things that we complain about a lot, especially in America, is that um, the healthy stuff costs more. That the burger is on sale for $1, but the salad costs 5. The burger's on sale 4 for $4, but the salad costs $10. The healthy things, if you want weird processed fruit, well, it's cheaper. But if you want organic fruit, well, that costs a lot more. And we're all suffering in poverty to a certain extent. So we're picking the cheapest thing, which isn't the healthiest thing. What I want to do is make the healthy thing the most available thing. So that's the project that I'm launching. I'll be partnering with different places in the region who will let me use some of their land for this. I'm also trying to purchase some land to keep some things just in case. Let's just say a relationship doesn't end up working. A person decides, I don't want those people on my property anymore. They close it off. I'll still have a location or locations that are immovable. And these will just be areas where people in general, this is a community service project overall. I'm changing the way that food works, starting out in my hometown, but I'd love for this to branch out into other communities. Eventually, I'd love for us to for this to go widespread, for this to go global, because this may be a strong political take for some, but I don't believe anyone should be hungry because they don't have the money for food. I believe there should always be something healthy to eat, regardless of how much money you have. So I don't even believe in making it super cheap because I don't think a lack of money should be the reason. So that's just covering some of the different projects that I'm working on. Um, if you'd like to sign up for any of these, the links are in the description down below. You want to sign up for the courses or keep an eye on anything that's coming in the future, that's schooloftheempire.com. You're coming to the prophetic event. The flyer is on schooloftheempire.com. Also join the Facebook page or like and follow the Facebook page, School of the Empire. Um, as far as the God's Garden project, if that resonates with you and you'd like to partner with me on that, the link to the GoFundMe is in the description down below. Thank you again. Y'all be blessed. Until next time, later.